It's within reach, but it's just not episode 103. It's episode 104. 104.
Are we live?
Yes. We're live, baby.
For the love.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Winesday. I bought this and it's a piece of crap. I thought this would be a great way to show you because it has a plug and it's supposed to light up, but it's not plugged into anything. And also, it did not have numbers, so I wrote in the 104.
with an expo.
With an expo. Watch, it won't come off now. Oh, no, it does. It does.
It did.
It's fine.
We should just Sharpie it. We're 104 forever.
It's not a big deal. NBD.
NBD.
It's not. I can't. It's a disaster. It's just
terrible things.
Forget it. I quit it. I'm quitting. I can't.
I thought you were going to say I quit at life.
No, I'm just quitting this. Life will go on. And so are we. We do it all. Okay, sorry.
I feel like there was a song. Life goes on. Isn't that like a sitcom from the 80s?
Yeah. Life goes on.
I don't remember which one.
And
someone will tell us.
Rain or shine.
Tiffany, you're still at work? Oh, I'm sorry. You know, okay, so I have a guilty story to tell. Now that I have a toddler that's 2 and mean, the other day I was like, I could just stay and work a little longer. I was like, he's real mean in the afternoons.
He's real mean.
He's real mean.
Hello, Kathy and Jennifer and Kendra and Tiffany and Lisa.
Why do you think I've worked
Vanessa.
60, 70 hours
I'm not the business manager. I'm a friend.
Why are you getting a thing for thigh-high socks? What is going on
I don't know.
at your house that we do not need to know about right now?
Oh, it's from the tribe.
Oh.
That was. I'm sure that was ladies and thigh-high socks.
Oh.
It's really not for me.
All right, nothing you wanted. Okay, just checking. I don't know what happened, though. Did we go freezies? All right, there we are.
We're good. Everything's good.
All right. We can't reach. We can't reach because it's a USB. It's not. Just forget it, guys. You can't make this better.
And then I'm like, there's a spot on the back for batteries. I'm like, why didn't we just put in the batteries?
Because I didn't realize there was a spot for batteries.
The BM had nothing to do with this sign.
Yeah.
Korea.
All right.
China.
Let's not throw stones.
China.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the story tonight that shook my world.
It shook you?
This should
shake you. And I
shook me
I didn't know why it shook you. So I don't have a strong of a reaction to this, but it shook you.
Because it's something that I've done for years.
I've not ever done it.
It's something I did 3 days ago.
Did you feed me this? I've not ever done it, but I also wouldn't be super afraid of it.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this? Because it's legit serious. Did you really come out here so we could sign your agenda in the middle of Winesday? Give me your agenda.
30 minutes.
You guys want to sign the agenda?
Give me the agenda, child.
Oh, I want to see the paper clips.
They're cute.
Yes.
They are really cute.
I know.
Light bulbs.
We're playing.
Because you have a bright idea.
Elena might be in here. She gave me these light bulbs, so we're gonna do a project together. All right.
I saved.
Did you get your green light?
All 3.
All right, good.
And
we checked homework. We're ready to go now. All right. I need wine ASAP. So do I. All right. I see these. This is my daughter. We were sharing things. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you this. I go on.
Breaking news to the news desk.
Apparently, it has been reported that it is not safe to eat bread or fruit that has been contaminated with mold, even if you cut away the part where it is visible. When mold reproduces, it spreads throughout your food, hiding in places you cannot see.
So this one's shocked that the medical advice is don't eat moldy food.
Okay, but here. How many times have you gone to make a sandwich and there's some mold on that piece, so you just never.
No, then the bread is done.
You throw all the food away.
Right away. Apparently not your wife.
How dare you?
You throw it away.
So then
me?
It gets better. Then she says, well, what if it's on the cheese? I'm like, what? Cheese for sure. I'm like, that's a dairy product.
Wait a minute. Tell me, people in here have to do this. You just take that chunk of bread off.
I'm pretty sure
you
no.
put the peanut butter and jelly on the rest of it.
I'm pretty sure no.
I fed my son a grilled cheese this week.
That's really bad.
That's gross.
Moldy bread.
That's really bad.
I took the piece off.
That's why you had those musty farts.
No. Look, this is seriously, don't come at me right now, guys. It's okay. It's penicillin and bread corn.
No.
It's not a big deal.
Now, while I don't think it's necessarily the most dangerous thing ever, I've never thought like I'm just gonna eat that.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing.
There,
I've
people are
totally
saying
cut
I've
the mold away.
No, Vanessa says throw the whole thing out.
So listen.
Jessica, it's in the trash.
Throw the whole cupboard out.
So listen.
Throw the cupboard
There
out.
was a visceral reaction on Twitter. Somebody goes, I never understood how anyone could rip off the moldy part and still think, hey, it's okay to eat the clean bread. No.
Aunt Pat says don't eat moldy food, Meredith. You've been told by an aunt.
Who does this? Question mark. If my loaf of bread has one spot of mold anywhere, trash.
What if it's like a wet food, like applesauce, and there's like a mold in the corner? Are you just scooping it out and then just going back in?
Where was it? On the top?
It's a wet food! It was in all of it. Or like salsa. Or
this
like...
next one says, who are these people? Who are these people that only think there's a clean part and a moldy part? It's all moldy. So Twitter tried to throw shade at me, but I'm just saying, look.
It's mixed. Some of the people say throw it out, some of them don't.
What if this is the only loaf of bread you have? I don't have multiple loaves of bread.
Then you don't have a sandwich
Then you
for
eat
that
no
day.
bread.
You just pass on the sandwich.
I ate a moldy pita last week too. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Stop
here.
eating
Hey,
moldy
don't
food.
feed me mold. I don't want your mold.
You had one last week.
Okay, Andy says that there's lines of gradation here. Fruit goes in the garbage. Bread and cheese can be saved.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I don't know that I've eaten moldy fruit, but definitely bread and cheese.
Moldy fruit is the grossest. I don't even like to touch it. If I touch the moldy fruit and it's like pliable, I don't even know the word. Soft.
Pliable? I don't want my fruit to be pliable.
Emily just says do whatever Aunt Pat would do.
Do what Aunt Pat's always right. I guess I'll have to throw it away. I'm not. I'm keeping it. All right. BT Dub, if you didn't know, big news around these parts. We have a podcast.
Oh.
It's called Take It or Leave It, an advice-ish podcast for parents. And I'm hosting it with Tiffany from Juggling the Jenkins, and you've got to go check it out. Episode 2 is up. Episode 1 is up. You can go in. You can download. It's on iTunes. It's on Google Play. But you have to check it out. It's on the website. The BM will put the link in. Put the link in. Do it.
You can literally listen to them while you're on the treadmill.
Or driving in the car. Or pooping.
Or pooping.
How is that a selling point?
Who doesn't want to listen to me while they poop?
Mold is a plant. Veggies are plants. You're fine.
Noelle, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
All right, so moving on.
I'm not sure that's...
Moving on to
I don't know.
a little bit of a mix. It's Florida news. It's criminal news. It's just fun news because it always is here in Florida. But police are warning swimmers and sunbathers not to take advantage of the mysterious seaweed people are finding
Sea marijuana.
after the hurricane. Hurricane Florence came through, and apparently drug runners were taken...
unawares.
They were taken by...
Do they not have the Weather Channel at Escobar's
wherever they're
house?
coming from, I don't know. But apparently several boats that were taking over narcotics and marijuana capsized. And I kid you not... Over
so there's just drugs washing up on the beach?
100 pounds of marijuana was
Look
recovered.
at this lady in the picture. Is this from the story?
Yes, she wouldn't
She was
let
like,
go.
it's mine!
They're massive
What
rafts.
was she gonna do? Like run away with the container?
She was trying to take it.
There was a story in Palm Beach. So they have homemade submarines that they smuggle drugs in. One of them floated up onto the beach.
Somebody probably died in one.
No, they're like...
There's no people in them?
No, I think they were like...
You can. Some of them are manned, but they must have been chased or something and they abandoned it.
Don't pick up stranger drugs at the beach.
Daytona Beach. They literally hundreds of pounds of marijuana is floating up on Daytona Beach. Seriously, of all places.
Wait a minute. No. That's Daytona Beach trying to bring back spring break.
Yeah, I don't know.
Daytona Beach is going hard for the spring break
I'm just saying. And this one guy picked it up and started to run, and the cops were like, you, down in the sand.
So the cops are like just down at the beach with a taser, like waiting for it to come out?
No, they got a call, and then they drive up.
There's lots of weed.
People are running off. Out, bam, 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 bam. And you know Daytona Beach, they're like,
and last time we were at Daytona Beach, our hotel just had a sign that said, no crime.
They said, no crime. And then it was like, murder happens. And it's like, oh my God, this is where we paid money to stay. So Daytona Beach was flooded with Hurricane Florence marijuana.
Yikes.
And people were taking it. And they got in trouble, too. Apparently, you cannot just take drugs off of...
Even when you found them
Even if you find them...
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
No, you're the loser. You go.
Possession is 9/10 of the not law.
No, it's the law, and you are in trouble. So that's what I'm saying. So Melissa says, that's so funny. I don't care who you are. What? I don't know.
The best part, Donna's telling us, the best part of this story is that the Flagler Sheriff's Office is asking people to return it.
Can we have our
return it to the sheriff? Can you imagine? I'm here with this case of marijuana. Mm-hmm. I swear I got it out of the beach.
Yeah, finders keepers is right. I mean, but seriously. Somebody is missing a lot of marijuana, because that's a lot.
Jessica just says whoever called a buzzkill.
Yeah. Well, somebody did. Somebody had to call. All right, so this story actually blew Eric's mind.
I'm really upset. Well, I don't know. I'm upset about this.
You can play this still.
I'm upset about it. You have this.
I have this.
But you don't have the
I don't have a gun. But we have...
It's not as fun.
No, it's not as fun. So, thanks to actor Seth Rogen, whom I love... He's hilarious.
He is quite funny.
Some people are just now discovering that the second player controller from the popular video game from the 1980s Nintendo video game Duck Hunt.
Remember Duck Hunt with the guns? The Nintendo blaster?
So player one was the gun.
It was so bad. Like, you had to,
Yeah.
It never aimed right.
There was no picture? I gave you a picture of the tweets. Oh. It's okay.
It's cool.
It's not a big deal. So player one was the gun. Player 2 was the controller.
And there was the dog.
Well, this is what he says. Hot tip that's 25 years late. This is what he says. Hot tip that's 25 years late, but I didn't have Twitter back then. In Duck Hunt on Nintendo, the second player controller controls the duck.
You can make the duck fly.
You didn't know that?
No! You can make the duck fly wherever you want.
Yes.
How
is that game way more exciting.
Yeah. How is that a thing?
I thought you were just on your own.
He says, me and my sister found this out because I sat on the controller by accident and the duck flew to the right corner and never moved. And it was just like, so now he comes to Twitter 25 years late to let us all know, hey, idiots. You could have had a really good time with Duck Hunt back in 1986.
I could have been killing Duck Hunt. We're getting texts from fun people.
Oh, Cat is texting me. But I'll have to get back to her. She's apparently not watching Winesday. We'll have to remedy that. All right. Yeah. So Seth Rogen is hilarious, and yes, Duck Hunt was fun.
You didn't love Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
I was so excited by the Duck Hunt.
Sorry, Kat's texting me. I know exactly what she's talking about, so I'm laughing. All right, moving on.
And she's so Canadian. She ended with, but anywho.
Yeah, A. She starts with A and anywho, and she's wonderful. If you guys don't follow them, you should.
I was off the chain with Duck Hunt. Jen, me too. Me too.
All right, so another thing that was very popular in the 70s and 80s was naming a girl.
Yes.
Heather.
Yeah, it was very popular.
Heather was very popular in the 70s and 80s.
Heather does feel like a lady of a certain age. Is a very high likelihood.
My age.
Named Heather.
My age would be. So let's see. I need to see, do we have any Heathers in here tonight? I need to know, because it was a very popular name. Yes, the Heathers.
That was my jam.
I have to know if your name is Heather. Do we see any Heathers in here?
Is there a Heather in the crowd?
Heather going one.
Heather going once.
Bueller.
Going twice.
Bueller. So here's the thing. According to an analysis by Quartz, which is, I don't know.
They're leaving to go play Duck Hunt.
Heather peaked in the United States in 1975, was the height of the Heathers, meaning everybody was getting named, every girl popping out was getting named Heather. And in 2017, in one of these baby name ranking books or whatever, it was ranked as the 1,129th most popular name, meaning it was it was one of the least popular names.
I don't know. I think like Gertrude's probably.
Nobody names their kid Heather anymore.
Or like Edith. Or like other names from like Downton Abbey. Of course, they probably got big again after Downton Abbey.
But I'm just saying. So here's the thing. Very true about the name Heather. Born in 1977. Heather! Heather's in the feed.
There you go, Heather.
She was. So, but I just found it very interesting because I was like, do you know what I noticed?
What?
None of the kids in my kids' classes are named Heather. There's a lot of Sophias. I have one, but I named
There's
Sophia
a little girl in my
after
son's
the Golden
class
Girls.
named Faye.
Faye? There's a lot of old school names coming back now.
Like new old name.
Right. but not like Heather.
No.
Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with the movie The Heathers.
Is that Heather?
That's what I was thinking of, The Heathers.
Heather Locklear?
Heather Locklear is the picture
Heather?
I gave you. Because she's a very famous Heather.
Oh, I thought it was because she was going to rehab.
Yes,
for
Aaron.
addiction.
We have a cousin named
no,
Aaron. And it was Aaron the way
That's
you
what it
spell it
was
with an E, like the E-R-I-N. That was very big.
No, that was inappropriate. Why would you say that? All right.
That's the story
Christian
on her right
Slater,
now.
yeah.
I know. Christian Slater,
I'm
yeah.
just having...
My cousin's
flashbacks.
name is Heather, and we used to play duck hunt.
And that's
There
the
you
through
go.
line.
There you go. I love it. I've never met a Donna that's younger than me. And Donna, I can't think of a Donna at school. But I know Donna.
Well, now I'm talking.
But they're my age.
I know that Donna. So now I'm like, no,
Right.
I know a Donna.
Isabella's, Olivia's.
There's lots of Isabellas.
Yes.
And Bella.
Yes. I work at an elementary school. I know no Heathers.
None. It's been proclaimed.
All right, so I was just saying, that's a good story for you.
Penelope.
All right, that's a good name.
I like that.
A cat has apparently found and brought home a bag of what are suspected to be Class A drugs.
Now, what's a Class A drug?
A bad
That means
one.
like the bad ones?
Oh, yeah, I'll
so
get
what
to
is
it.
it? Like you had
Is
some
this
meth?
Cat in Daytona?
No, the cat's owner is from St. Paul, which is in Bristol. Found the pet curled up next to a bag on Monday morning.
Well,
Apparently, the
he
cat
wanted
was
to
out.
protect his stash.
The cat was out carousing that evening.
Ooh.
Drug
Ooh.
a bag home.
Catnip?
The owner comes up and goes to grab for the bag. Opens up the bag to find crack cocaine and heroin in said bag, and not a little bit, a lot.
I wonder what made the cat grab that.
But it literally
Your
drug
cat might have a
home.
problem.
The cat literally
Look,
drug
the
home a
cat's
bag of crack.
The cat's been found red pod.
There are
He's-
no mice left in the neighborhood.
There's
See, but
this
here's my other
cat.
question.
This cat is crying out for help.
But here's
This
my
cat
other.
needs some help.
But here's my other question.
It's time for a
So
convention.
this owner then calls the police, and it's like, what do you say? Like you call
My
the cops
cat
and
brought
it's like,
home some drugs.
oh yeah, did it now? Your cat
Well, you don't
brought
want to
home
like
some drugs.
flush it. Like, what do you do with?
Well, no, it was all in like little balloons. It was crack cocaine. So here, where were the balloons?
The kitty had an itch he had to scratch.
Oh, so but here's the thing, right?
Jessica, that
like
was
Woodhouse. Was it Woodhouse?
Yes.
Always had an itch?
But here's the thing that gets me. Like, you have to call the cops now and be like, I have a lot of crack cocaine at my house. I need you to come
I found it on
immediately.
the beach. I'm
I'm sure
turning it
it's
in.
part of your world.
But here's the other thing. It's like now you have to say like, well, where'd you find it? Oh, well, the cat brought it home.
He's a cat burglar.
Well,
We didn't burgle.
Well, we
There
don't
was
know.
no
They
burgling.
didn't. We don't know they didn't.
There was no
burgle.
burgling.
Wonder if he
We
was
don't know.
in cahoots with the
He
burglar
was in
cat.
cahoots.
The shiny stealer.
But what I'm saying is the
Joy
police.
just says the cat's out of the bag.
but
Yeah.
seriously, now the cops have to figure out where the cat got the crack.
We're not finding out. What are you gonna like?
There's
follow
a
the footsteps?
sentence for you.
Look, cat got the crack. Cat got the crack.
He went to the drive-through.
Kitty crack.
The trailer
Yeah.
drive-through.
All right,
rehab.
so this next story, it got me. It got me good. This next one.
I don't know how this happened.
It's a thing.
I don't know how this person thought this
not
was a
only
good
did we
idea.
vet this because
We found the video.
when I first saw this, I thought this is Photoshop. This is
Not
in no
real.
way, shape, or form real. And then I did the rest of the googling.
No.
In
it
fact, CNN reports this to be
Really?
a true story. And CBS.
I want to
and-
watch Anderson Cooper read this.
I don't think you did.
I want to watch Anderson
I don't
Cooper
think
be
you
like,
did.
it's
But here's the
marketing.
it's
thing.
Beijing, China.
It's marketing.
In Beijing, China, a kindergarten principal tried to liven up a formal back-to-school ceremony by hiring a pole dancer to
Oh,
perform
legit.
at the ceremony. Angry parents lit up social media with complaints. Apparently, soon after the video went live on the Facebook, a meeting at the district in China, in Beijing, came to call, and the principal was
Fired.
swiftly fired for his poor choice.
There'll be no pole dancing
You
in
know,
open house.
I wonder.
These were 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7-year-old children, and the principal's idea for a back-to-school bash was a pole dancer
Trying to get their
in
parents
leather with studs.
Jody's just really upset because her cat only brings her dead birds.
Sorry. But I'm telling you right now, could you imagine walking into your school?
No.
And seeing a pole dancer. Then the kids got really excited because the music.
Were they like, yeah!
The music.
Woo! It's like Night at the Roxbury.
One parent goes, he won't stop gyrating! Make him stop moving his hips! So the kid's back there, he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. And you see parents going like this to the kids, and they're like,
but they're
what?
like, they're like
so my thing is,
aged kids.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This guy, I think this guy was getting fired. And he was just
you
going
think he was
out.
going out with the bang?
He knew he was going out.
I don't know. His quote, I read the article and his quote was like, I've lost the will to live.
It was terrible.
Like, I've made such a mistake.
It was terrible.
So I don't know that he meant it.
But here's the thing. Like, when you're in your planning meeting for back to school, who was like, me, call on me.
Yeah, I don't know. He was hanging out with a shady cat.
Call on me. I think we should hire a pole dancer for the elementary back to school.
It's the first time dads wish they were at parent-teacher meeting.
And my first response to this story was there a decline in dad attendance in the past few years, and we were trying to find a way to make the dad show up? Because I could see how you might have this idea, but it's still a very bad idea, no matter which way you slice this.
We should take a pole dancing class. That would be hilarious.
Could you imagine me?
I'd be good at it.
But I'd be really bad.
Yeah, you would.
I would be terrible.
You're not very coordinated.
Coordinated? I'm the least sexiest person on the planet. Sometimes he'll be like, hey, say something sexy, and I'm like, what you doing? And he's like, never mind. So yeah, I'm not sexy and I am not pole dancing.
Meanwhile, there was a huge Russian dad signing up for the PTO.
What other activities are planned for this season? Is there going to be a striptease at a... Never mind. I was going to go someplace really bad.
Don't take it.
All right. Don't take the bait. Moving on. So, he was fired. Fired. Bad idea. If you ever go to a school function and you see a pole... or a dancer.
Pass.
Okay, moving on. What are you pointing at?
Your comments are there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, because we're looking down. We should
yes,
look
sorry.
up.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Eyes on the screen. Okay, so
Anywho.
Fortnite. We've
It's a
talked
big
about
deal.
this several
It's a big
times.
deal.
It's a big problem. Kids are addicted to it. Grown adults are addicted to it. It's all over the place. We've made a rule in our house that there is no Fortnite on school nights. No
You
Monday,
thought I was
no
going to break
Tuesday.
tonight, didn't you?
I sat back. I already told him no.
Number 3 was itching. He was like, there was a new update.
He asked 3 times when he got home, and then he said, if I ask Dad and he says yes, can I? And I said, if you ask Dad and he says yes, Dad has bigger problems. So, no Fortnite on school nights. We've got him down to only the weekends. But Fortnite is an issue. Get this story coming at you hot. Straight off the That's Inappropriate presses. I didn't write the story.
If Fortnite users, this is the craziest part. If Fortnite users were a country, they would be just behind Japan as the 11th most populous country in the world. 125
That's how
million.
many people are playing Fortnite. So listen to this. It's no secret that Fortnite is one of the most popular games on the market. Since November of last year, the multiplayer Battle Royale has exploded from 20 million to 125 million. Unfortunately for some of those players, Fortnite's addictive gameplay is starting to do damage beyond the battlefield, and it is taking a toll on their marriages. According to a divorce website, a UK-based site that provides services, advice, and online community for people facing the end of their marriage, it received 200 divorce petitions that stated Fortnite was the reason for the divorce.
That's just in the United Kingdom.
Correct.
That's not like everywhere.
No.
I want to know how many in
That's
America.
insane.
No.
Like,
200
he spent his paycheck on Fortnite skins, and I'm done. He had to get his battle pass.
Marriages fail for a myriad of reasons, and there are likely other issues that go beyond a single video game, but this problem is a spark which leads to lack of communication, lack of shared interest, and lack of attention to the other mate. Plus, you spend most of your day shooting a bunch of cartoons.
I want to know, like, I want to know if there's like wives hooked to Fortnite. I don't think so.
I know we have moms in here who play.
There are moms hooked
I know
to
we have moms who play. But here's the thing. This was the best meme. Get divorced because of Fortnite? Has more free time to play Fortnite. So it's like, OMG. But it's serious. Like, literally now, people have petitioned the government for a divorce and said, Fortnite.
Oh, like, you said the F word. I was like, we said the F word? Fortnite.
No, Fortnite. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Jess has a hard and fast rule.
Stacy says, the way I see it, if you're a gamer, you need to marry a gamer. Gamers and non-gamers will never cohabitate. Because it's such a strong thing, being a gamer. Did you know that Ninja, the guy who made this like unbelievably popular, is donning the cover of ESPN magazine? ESPN.
Well, I know that
gamer.
They have like those Madden tournaments, and it's
but he's on the cover. He's on the cover. Do you also know that he refuses to play with females because he's married?
What do you mean refuses to play
with
them?
He refuses to play in a game with girls because he doesn't want his wife to think he's chatting with them. Is that like how Mike Pence
is like, I can't have lunch with a lady because... Maybe. No, he said this. He's like, I can't go to lunch with a lady because that would be untoward. And it's like, only if you jump on her. Only if you jump on her and you're like, oops, my penis! Only if you can't control yourself. Like, I don't know.
My penis slipped out. And then it slipped in. Oh my God! That was terrible. You shouldn't tell jokes like that.
You told it.
You started it. Moving on. All right, so here's the thing.
Fortnite just frustrates me. I can't survive for any longer than 5 minutes. Every time the circle gets too small, I'm just like, I quit.
I don't know. I don't play. All right, so this was something that I had some serious feelings about, but then wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to approach this, but I do have something to say about it. So, Mark Saltzman, who is a writer for Sesame Street for 15 years.
By the way, can I get a job as a writer for Sesame Street? That seems like a decent gig. It's like, what's this week's episode's about? Buying apples. Yeah, it's like buying apples. What's next week's episode about? Balls. You know, like basketballs, baseballs, footballs, all kinds of balls.
Just balls.
It's like, and the week after that,
pretty good at that.
Cats. Like, I feel like I could totally write for Sesame Street.
Cats who find crack cocaine.
On Sesame Street.
You've seen it here on 123 Sesame. Okay. So Mark Saltzman is a writer for Sesame Street, and he was the one who wrote for the characters, the puppets, Bert and Ernie. Mm-hmm. Now, there's always been this rumor that Bert and Ernie were more than just friends and more than roommates.
Because they are.
Because they basically said that they, the swirling rumors behind Sesame Street. The swirling rumors. It was. Is that that Bert and Ernie are a gay couple living in a loving marriage together on Sesame Street. Now, Mark Saltzman, who was giving an interview for a magazine, said that he in fact did write them as a gay couple, as a loving couple who had affections for one another, and he said he took a lot of that from his own relationship with him and his partner. Sesame Street said, no, these are puppets. Puppets don't have a sexual orientation. They're bros. They're buds.
But then there's a bend here in the story because people got really upset because...
People got upset on Twitter because they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What about Miss Piggy and Kermit? Because they had some hot feelings towards each other.
I love that people are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. My paradigms are shifting. Like, what about Kermit and Miss Piggy?
So, but here's my only question, right?
Vanessa says I thought they were brothers. That happens a lot.
That happens a lot. But here's the thing. What I don't want to what my intention is not for this story is I do not think that it is appropriate to sexualize characters from a children's TV show.
No, because there's not.
Because there's no reason. They're like, these are puppets, right? But what I'm saying is, it is an opportunity for Sesame Street to come out and say, hey, we're inclusive of all. So whether or not Bert and Ernie are bros or...
Stop, don't make whatever joke you were about to make.
More than bros.
Okay.
I think that it's an opportunity for them to be inclusive because Sesame Street is always inclusive. Sesame Street has done a great job with that.
Faith says they didn't even live on Sesame Street. Well, they were Sesame Street adjacent.
Yeah, they were adjacent.
I don't know. They were near to the Sesame Street.
But my point is, no, it's not okay to sexualize a children's TV
I get what
show.
you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's like they have every kind of character.
They have every kind of
monster characters and not monsters.
So I'm just saying, if you
autistic and that one's a fairy.
Right.
So there's all different kinds.
If you have, what I'm saying is, if you have a character,
some of them are imaginary.
Love is love.
What was his name?
Bert loved Ernie and Ernie loved Bert, like that's their business. But I'm just saying, like, it's an opportunity for inclusion. That was all I was saying.
Meanwhile, he sings that song about the rubber ducky. That was super creepy.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. Do-do-do-do. You make bath time so much fun. You don't know how good it feels.
You stop. Stop. You're the worst.
I am the worst.
In other television news, this is exciting.
My best friend.
That hurts every time.
My best friend is now going to be hosting a TV show on NBC.
You say I'm getting a TV show?
No, my best friend Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson! Okay. Kelly Clarkson.
Every time you say it like that with the teeth, that really cements the friendship.
Kelly Clarkson! Kelly Clarkson is getting an NBC TV show, The Kelly Clarkson Show, and she is going to be appearing on daytime television. Here is my request. Kelly, I'm going to get really close here. You and I met. We shared an embrace. I ugly cried. It was a bit embarrassing, but I am willing to say we can put that behind us if you will call me to be on your show as a guest for the fall 2019 season. Okay? Message me. Email me. Meredith, that's inappropriate.com.
Do we know that it's starting next year?
We do. It has been confirmed. On the Today Show today, they confirmed that she does have a daytime talk show.
Savannah Guthrie spilled the beans.
It's happening.
Oh, no, on the Tonight Show.
Right. Well, she alluded to it.
Jimmy Fallon spilled the beans.
She alluded to it. But yes, it is a thing and it's happening.
Did you hear the story about how he almost broke his finger off with his wedding ring?
Yes.
It's horrific.
It was. I didn't really care.
We had to... She was shooting a video, and she was wearing the shirt that she wore when she met Kelly Clarkson. And we had to do some editing because the pit stains were so bad.
The day I met Kelly Clarkson, I sweat so much I stained my shirt.
SNL thing with
Mary Catherine.
Yeah. I won't do it.
I sweated so much that I sweated so much.
You sweat so much.
My pit stains were so bad the day I met Kelly Clarkson. But Kelly, you can make it up to me.
Kelly has the perfect time slot right before the Elle show.
There you go. I'm just saying.
Ellen show.
We could be friends.
Yeah, that is a nice... You want to be on either side of Ellen.
I do.
Well, I'm just saying, she's fun. I want to hang out I'll be Ellen adjacent. That could be a new career move for me, just an Ellen intern. Just go get things for Ellen.
You don't live
just harass
in
people
LA.
at Starbucks and at the gas station.
You have nothing... No.
Don't crush my dreams.
No. If anybody is getting to Ellen, it is me.
If I ever get invited now.
Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, you sure, yeah. You say something nasty. Go on in for it. Your shirt is epic. Hello, Teresa. All right, moving on. Those of you who don't know Jessie James Decker, she's a country music star. She's adorable. I follow her on Instagram. This is where I found this story. She recently had her third baby, and she's kind of been flying under the radar, right? Because she's busy. She has three friggin' kids. So in a series of Instagram videos the other day, she was walking around the house, tootling around as one would, shooting some Instagram vids, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, she got this influx of messages that said, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Are you okay? Is everything all right? You don't look like yourself. Are you ill? What is going on?
It's sad because on the one hand it's nice, but on the other it's really hurtful.
Well, and let me get to this point because this is my life, right? So she literally just sees these messages and then goes on Instagram and is like, listen,
I'm not sick.
I'm just a mom of 3 and I don't have time to do my hair or my makeup and this is my face and this is what I look like. And so people were like, oh, we were just checking. Oh my gosh, oh. And it's like, yeah, don't ask a mom, literally with a toddler on one hip, an infant on another, a kid running around, like, why didn't you do your hair today? Why you look so disheveled? Like, because I've done some things already.
We were talking about this morning.
Yes.
About how aging is different.
Aging for a man is very different than aging for a woman, and it is not fair.
What man were we talking about? Somebody aged well.
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek, we were talking about. Ryan Reynolds, I saw a picture of today.
No, it was Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling
because we see the picture and we're like, ooh, he's aging well.
And then I look in the mirror and it's like I look like a friggin' pirate with scurvy. Like my hair is all gray.
You jumped straight to the scurvy.
Because I kind of look like I have scurvy.
Don't your teeth rattle out when you have scurvy?
Do you know it's National Talk Like a Pirate Day?
Is that a thing?
It is. Arrgh, me mateys.
Oh, we can skip that day.
So listen, I just think that it should be said.
No, hashtag it's just my face.
It's just my face. Like that. I'm making a shirt.
I got hit by the mom bus.
I'm making a shirt that says it's just my face. We're doing that now because here's the thing: you don't need to ask me if I'm okay, and you absolutely don't need to ask me if I'm tired because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
So don't do that to moms.
I guess that is. I mean, because on the one hand, it's like nice that they checked on her, but on the other, it would make me feel so much worse. If people were like, you look terrible, and it was like, no, this is me. This is my face.
So she was super sweet about it, but it's kind of like knife turn, because it's hard. Because especially for her, like, most people don't ask me why I don't get dressed because I never did.
What's Uncle Jesse from Full House, John Stamos? Mm-hmm. He's made a deal with some deity because,
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is it's like, don't ask a mom why she's tired. Just don't.
Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is? David set you up for that one.
That's a good one. All right. So.
Hey, Becky in Washington State.
Hello, Becky. So here's the thing. We got some Florida news for
you. Man.
So residents.
Did you get a picture of this? Because I didn't believe it. I had to look it up in the local news there.
Yeah.
It's real. It's totally real. I actually sourced this story from 3 different places.
Residents in a North Stewart neighborhood called the Martin County Sheriff's Department to complain about a man who was doing his yard work.
What's a city in Martin County? If anybody lives there, please let me know. I'm imagining this is like in the Panhandle.
They're saying Stewart.
That's the town?
North Stewart.
North Stewart.
I don't know.
I don't know where that is.
All right. Called the Martin County Sheriff's Office because a guy was doing yard work. Well, why is that an offense, you say? Because he was doing it butt naked. Let me get you a quote. I came out Sunday night to put out the trash, and I look over. There's my neighbor, bent over, winding up his hose, and I'm like, this is my view of the neighborhood. Melissa, the neighbor, says, he works on his car, naked. He works on his shrubs, naked. Man is always freaking naked. It's like, dude, you're outside. The naked truth, deputy said, is that as long as the man is not touching himself inappropriately, authorities cannot do anything because he is on his own property.
So on the one hand, I feel like it's your house, it's your property, do whatever you want. But then I saw the photos of this neighborhood, and it's not like this guy's on like a 2-acre parcel or like has some bushes between him and the neighbors. It's just a normal suburban neighborhood.
Hanging out.
So it's like, no, just look at my butt crack. Like right now, I'm leaning down and like putting my butt crack in your face.
Well, but one neighbor had.
And then they go to the man and they ask for comment, and what does he say? No, I don't want to make a comment. I'm a very private person.
So here's the thing, though. One of the neighbors said, dude, there's a bus stop.
No, like with the kids and stuff?
And they said, you really can't do this. And he said, my house, my yard, my business. And they're like...
Can you imagine trying to sell your house? And so you have like the neighbors are all... It's like, why are these 8 houses all for sale? And then this guy's just standing in the yard like, I don't know.
Get out of here.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
I don't know.
Now, I will say, I have never been outside of my home naked, gardening or otherwise.
Okay, so Jess, when I was walking in here, your child was letting the dog out in undies.
But
I corrected him. I was like, you're a teenager.
Oh, I've been outside of my underwear. I said naked. That's not naked.
I didn't say. I'm just saying you're only 1 step away.
Nah. No, but I can tell you.
Now I see why your kid gets it.
But I can tell you that my kids frequently urinate in my yard.
Frequently.
And we are not like secluded. I don't have a tree.
No, you don't.
I have nothing.
You ripped them all out.
I literally ripped out all my hedges. Like, my kids just piss in grass, but they do it all the time, and I can't stop
Darla,
them.
when he's working on trucks and gardening, he doesn't want to get his clothes dirty.
Right. I agree.
Where was this? Stewart, North
Florida.
Stewart, Martin County. I don't know where that is, but it definitely feels like Florida news. And I'm shocked that there's no like ordinance or code or something that makes it illegal.
It's only illegal if you diddle yourself while in the yard. Don't diddle naked.
How about and my other thing too is like, I feel like it'd be different if he like lived out in the woods or something. And
but then this wouldn't be a story.
I know, but
So here's the thing.
It feels worse that it's like he could reach out and like touch the neighbor's stucco. Like the finish on the house. He could like reach out and like touch the exterior wall of the neighbor's house.
Don't touch my stucco.
Oh.
So what I need you to do right now is I need you to go to...
The link is pinned in there.
Go to the pinned link. I need you to subscribe to our podcast. You don't want to miss this. New podcast episodes come out on Sunday. You can go back. You can listen to episode 1 and episode 2. We have a ton of fun. We talk about trending parenting news. We talk about all of the things. Maybe even naked men. You never know.
He's saving the earth by saving his laundry.
He is.
Having less laundry. Less sulfites. Sulfates?
Fates. Have a great night. After party.
So wait, can people just like walk naked to like the grocery store?
No.
Only because it was his yard.
His yard.
So go be naked in your yard.
Go do right now. Be naked in your yard.
Naked gardening. There's a day
and
for
then
that.
take a video of it.
No. Don't take videos of yourself naked gardening. No. That's inappropriate. Does not condone taking videos of naked gardening.
No, we wouldn't do that. Ever.
Have a look. Just even when he's like trimming the hedges, it just seems like a bad idea to not have clothes on.
How about with a power tool?
Nope.
A hedger?
It seems like a really bad idea.
All right.